Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial is for a beginner. So looking at the chart that we have, you chain according to your size. Okay, so this we are creating the bra cap. So you chain looking at the charts, whether you are A, D, D or B, depending on your size, you chain. Okay, so the next step, you double crochet into each of the chain. Okay, each of the stitch hole that you created, you're going to double crochet into each of them. Okay, so we are doing this double crochet, one double crochet in each of the stitch hole till we get to the end of our chain. Right, so at the end you chain one, then you turn your work and you continue with your double crochet to the other side of your work. Okay, so let's continue with it with our double crochet two in each of the stitch hole. Right, so when you get to the tip of your work, what you're going to do is you turn, and in that same stitch hole you have your 4 double crochet into that same stitch hole. Okay, so you have 4 double crochet instead of the single double crochet that you had. You're going to have 4 double crochet, then you continue to the next stitch hole with your single double crochet throughout till you get to the other side of your work. Okay, so at the end of your work, what you do is you chain one and you turn your work, then you keep on increasing by double crochet into each of the stitch hole till you get to the tip where you do your 4 double crochet. Then you continue to the other side of your work and you repeat again, you turn and you repeat again. Right, so at this stage what you do is you continue with your double crochet, but this time you're going to do it halfway. Okay, so you continue with your single double crochet in each of the stitch hole till you get to the middle part of your work. Okay, so you chain. Okay, depending on the length of your cap, you chain. Okay, so make sure that the chain is long enough because you're going to fix it at the top. So you chain as long as you can then you single crochet at the top. Okay, so this is what you are getting. Then you continue with your chain. Okay, then you fix it back to where you started with the first chain. Okay, so let it be long enough to fix. You do your double crochet. Okay, so you are getting something like this. Then you continue with your double crochet to the end of your work. Right, so at this stage you cut your yarn and you tie it, fix it nicely. You cut off the excess. Okay, so you do the other parts of your bra and you'll be getting something like this. Then the next, what you do is you join the two bra cups together by single crocheting. So we are going to single crochet around or at the edge of the bra cup. Okay, so we are doing a single crochet to put it in place. Next, what you do is you take the other part of your bra cap, then you join. So first you single crochet, you chain one, then you do your single crochet by joining to the other part of the bra cap. Okay, so you continue with your single crochet like this till you get to the other side of the bra cap. Okay, so we've joined the two caps together and by single crocheting them. Right, so at the end you get something like this. Okay, so these are bra cap. Then we are going to continue by increasing our yarn. So we join another yarn to the one that we already have. Okay, so we kind of doubling our yarn over here and you fix the two together. Okay, to make it stable, you fix the two together. Then at this stage you are going to change our hook because this one is too small, because since we've doubled our yarn we are going to use a bigger hook for this part. Right, so with this bigger hook we are chaining. Okay, so you chain as long as you want it, because this is what you are going to use to tie behind us. So depending on how long you want your chain to be, you chain according to. I doubled the yarn over here because I wanted a more solid work at the back. Okay, I didn't want to have something which is thin, right? Okay, so we do another chain at the other side of our bra cap. Then we are going to continue by chaining. Okay, so here we double our yarn and we chain to fix it. Okay, so we do a single crochet to fix it at the top, then we chain, continue by having our chain. Okay, so this chain is the one that will use to tie around our neck. Okay, so this one too, depending on how long you want it to be, you chain according to. Okay, so we are going to do the same for the other part of the bra cap. Okay, so we do that, and this is what we are getting. Okay, so we have your chain, we have the ones that will tie around your neck and the one that will tie at your back. Okay, so next let's continue with the bikini bottom. Okay, so this part too, you chain, and depending on how big you are, you chain. And this chain, what you do is you use it to measure your back. Okay, let it be of the same at your back. Okay, so you chain according to how big you are or how big your client is. And the next step is you do double crochet. Okay, so this is okay. So the next you continue by double crochet into each of the stitch hole that you have. Okay, so you do your double crochet through to the end of your chain. Right, so at the end, this is what you are getting. What you are going to do is you chain one, then you turn your work. Okay, then you continue with the double crochet again. In each of the stitch hole, you double crochet till you get to the end again. Then you chain one, you turn your work, you double crochet again. Okay, so on the sixth row, okay, what you are going to do is you are going to reduce. Okay, so with reducing effect, we chain one, then you skip the first chain, you skip the first stitch hole, then in the next stitch hole you double crochet. Okay, so you keep on double crocheting to the end. You realize that when we skip the first chain, when we skip the first hole, there's a kind of effect. So we are going to continue with our double crochet through to the end, and anytime we are starting a new row, we'll skip the first chain, then we do a double crochet into the next stitch hole. Okay, so let's continue. When we get there, I'll show you. Right, so at the end what we do is we do our double crochet to end it. Okay, you chain one, then you turn your work. Okay, so the moment you turn your work, the first stitch hole, you are going to skip it and you double crochet into the next stitch hole that you have. Okay, so you skip this one and this one you double crochet into it, just to give that reducing effect at the side. Okay, so you can see that the size has started reducing. And by the way, we've changed the hook again. We are using the smaller hook that we started with, the one that we used for the bra cap. Okay, this is the same hook that we are using. So we do a double crochet to the end of our work, and we keep on reducing and reducing and reducing, and at the end you realize that you'll be getting something like this after working several rows of double crochet and reducing at the sizes. You'll be getting something like this, and when you get to this stage, what you're going to do is we are going to increase. Okay, we are going to increase again. So with increasing, you do 2 double crochet at the edges. Okay, so if you want to increase anything, you do 2 double crochet at the edges, but if you want to reduce, what you do is you skip one chain hole and you double crochet into the next chain hole. Right, so at this stage what we are doing is you are increasing with. Okay, so basically we've done one part of our bottom and we are continuing with the other side. Okay, so we keep on reducing, we keep on with our double crochet till we get to the end of our work. Right, so you chain one, you turn your work, and in the first stitch hole you do 2 double crochet, and don't forget that we are increasing, so you do your 2 double crochet into the first stitch hole, then 1 double crochet into the others till you get to the at the end of your work. Then you chain one and you turn, and anytime you are starting a new row, because you are increasing, you do 2 double crochet at the edge. So guys, at the end you'll be getting something like this. Okay, so you know with this one, with the increasing part, you are not going to do a lot of rows, just something small, okay, to cover the front parts of your clients. Okay, so next of all, what you're going to do is you do a chain at the side of your work. So we have 4 corners here, so you're going to do your first chain. Okay, so that's how I do it. I do my chain, and I do it long enough, okay, so that I can be able to tie at the edge. You cut it after getting your desired length. You cut and you trim it. Okay, then you do the same for the other side. Okay, so you fix your yarn at the side, a single crochet to put it in place before you keep on chaining, and make sure that the chain you do with the other side is of the same length with the other side. Okay, so the number of chains should be the same. Okay, so this part, so you cut, then you do your last chain through, and you cut off your excess. Okay, so we've done with this part. We are going to do this side too, so we're going to chain here and there, and at the end this is what you are getting. Okay, so we'll tie the sides together. When you wear this, what you're going to do, you're going to tie the sides, and yes, so we'll tie the sides sideways. This is so simple for a beginner. Okay, so these are bikini shorts, bikini bottom. Then we are going to continue with the cover up. Okay, so the cover up, you chain, with the cover up you chain 54. Okay, so you realize that I've changed my hook again for a more bigger hook, because with the cover up I've doubled the yarn, and this yarn was is bigger, so, and I've doubled it, so I've taken a bigger hook over here. So we are chaining 54. Okay, you can see that my yarn is much bulky than the previous yarn that I was using. So with the more you chain, the more you check the size. Okay, so we are going to chain 54. Then the next, you single crochet to fix it. Okay, yes, so this, you cut off any excess, any just to keep your work neat. Then you chain 10, then you single crochet, you skip 6 and you single crochet into the next stitch hole. Okay, so you chain 10. So we've chained 10, we've skipped 6 stitches, and in the 7th we single crochet to it. You chain 10, you chain 10, you skip 6, then in the 7th you will single crochet into it. Okay, so this is what you are going to do to the end of our work. You chain 10, you skip, okay, so you keep on chaining 10, skipping 6 or 5, and in the next chain, in the next stitch hole, you single crochet. Okay, okay, so we are done with 4. You keep on chaining 10, okay, so when you get to the end of your work, what you're going to do is you single crochet at the side of your first chain of 10 that you made. Okay, so this is where you're going to fix. Sorry, let's have another one. So this will be getting something like this. Then you chain 10, okay, with the 10 you fix it at the side of the first chain of 10 that you made. Then you continue by chaining 10. Then what you do is you single crochet into the middle part of your first loop that you have. Okay, so you'll be getting something like this. You single crochet in between the loop, then you chain 10, then in between you single crochet again, Okay, so you keep on chaining 10 and single crochet in the middle part of your first loop that you made. Yes, so you single crochet in between. Right, so you'll be getting something like this. You keep on with your chain of 10 and single crocheting. Okay, so you single crochet over here, you chain 10. So this is the second row. Okay, let's continue with it to the end of our work. Okay, so you keep on chaining, chain of 10 till you get to the other side of your work. Okay, so you single crochet, you chain 10, you single crochet in between the loop. The more you chain, the more you check your work whether you are on the right path. Right, so this is what you get at the end of your work. This is our second row. Then with your stitch marker you indicate where you started from so that you don't mess it up. You do your third row, and after the third row you are getting something like this. Okay, you keep on chaining of 10 and single crocheting. Okay, so you do this round and round until you get to your desirable height that you want. Okay, so on the fifth chain, what I do is I fix it on the dummy to check where the arm will be. Okay, so with this stage, what you do is your arm will be around this place. Okay, so you leave this side and you continue chaining the back to elongate it. Okay, so that the front part you continue small, then you fix it, you join the back and the front together. Okay, so guys, at the end, this is what you'll be getting. And yes, so you fix it at this side. And guys, yes, this is what you'll be getting at the end. You see where your arm will be, and this is the end of our work. Guys, thanks for watching this video, and see you another time. Bye.